Hey y'all, sweetsummersim here, aka Derica. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. So we have part 2 of our Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs residential lot build. As you all can see, there was no intro this time, and that's because I want to do a walkthrough together once the speed build is over. So let's just get right into what we have going on the screen. As you all can see, I am working on the floor plan, and the floor plan itself was actually pretty simple. Therefore, I cut it together pretty quickly. So the top level, we do have an open area where they can see down, and then in this we have a middle walkway and one bathroom, a full bathroom, and then their rooms. So I put all 7 of the guys in one room in twin bunk beds because in the movie, I was supposed to watch the movie before I did the voiceover this time. Okay. Maybe next time. I'll watch it, I promise, but then it won't matter. Anyway, downstairs is there's a kitchen, another full bathroom, and then a sitting and entertaining area. So right now I am still working on the wallpaper and the floorings. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a little bit of time to figure out the mood I was going for in here because I imagined them being like super woodsy and like having gems all lying around, but I didn't want to make everything so dark. So I do believe I settled on a darker wallpaper and then a super light flooring, and that was just it. That just worked out. So I do think I'm settling on the wallpaper now. Yay. So we should see me start to furnish very soon. So this is the light flooring there. I believe that is from Spa Day. I really love the floorings in Spa Day. I try not to overuse them, but they are great. But anyway, right now I working on getting some vines up the wall there, and then we have this middle walkway area. I end up sitting a bar table and 2 bar chairs there. So I just imagine the guys, everyone wouldn't be all in the entertainment area together, but they could sit here at the bar area, have a little coffee, maybe even sit down and eat, and then just watch the guys and Snow hang out downstairs. I did put a ton of crystals and I don't know what you call those little charms from Crystal Creations, like the little gnome and the little skull, whatever those things are called. Put a bunch of those around, a bunch of medals all around, because I just imagine they would be like, ooh, I love this one. We have extra. I'll just take this home. So that's what you guys see me getting everything from Debug. There are actually a whole bunch of crystal options in the game. I really had no idea. But it worked out perfectly because I stuffed those things everywhere in this build. I tried to plant one of the like the crystal tree seeds, but I didn't have the space for it for how I wanted the outdoor shared area to look. So I didn't. So I ended up getting rid of that plant. But right now we are laying out those 7 beds. I really tried to get match the beds and stuff to the personality of the guys, but then I kind of gave up on that. I was just like, there's too many to remember. I don't think I've seen the movie enough to just kind of know who the guys are for real. But I think that the bedroom is super fun nonetheless. I did end up sneaking some entertainment in here for them. I stuck a couch and a TV under the last solo bed. I just felt like it was a great use of the space. And I don't want to just have a big old blank area hanging out there, but I just felt like that was perfect. I did play test it. Everybody can get in the bed. Everybody can watch TV. Well, maybe 2 people at a time can watch TV. But play testing this was super fun. It is pure chaos playing with that many Sims at once, but it was a good time. And I will say the Sims that I used to playtest with, I downloaded 7 Dwarfs because I did not want to make them all on my own. I'm only a cat. I'm really not a cast girly, honestly. I don't spend a whole lot of time in cast. If I do, it's just like to add 1 or 2 outfits at a time. But yeah, so I will share the creator that I got the dwarves from because the dwarves are in the thumbnail artwork. So yes, but everything works. I make sure to have them wardrobe in here, little place for them to sit their things. I try to make everything like look different, like to show off multiple personalities, but also, cohesive. So I think I achieved that pretty well, and I am just getting in some curtains right now. I wasn't sure how much clutter I was gonna be able to get in here because from my understanding the guys are like kind of lazy. I mean, that's why Snow like had a mess to clean up when she first found their home. But I think I got a good amount in with with that many Sims being able to still walk around in the space, because if you do truly put 7 Dwarfs in here, it is a lot. I did, and the creator that I got the Sims from did a good job with adding in their traits and stuff. And so it was a lot of madness, a lot of it was fun. So if you guys do like download this and play in this residential lot, I would love to see pictures. Please tag me on Tumblr because that would be so fun and entertaining. I was quite entertained myself, and I really just was playing with them so I could take pictures and play test a lot. And I was just like, oh, I can't manage everything. I'm getting confused. So yes, I am deciding on what to put in the middle because I just didn't want it to make the table look like it was leaning towards one personality too much. But I think it worked out in the end. As y'all can see, I do use the tool mod a lot. I had to in this build because for me to place the clutter the way I wanted to, sometimes I really did have to go into tool mod to make it work. But this is coming along so good. I'm having fun just watching this. I know I had a good time building it. But I tried to make sure I got enough trinkets for, the guys to have fun in here, because I find like I try to build for gameplay. So if you have a lot of Sims in a household and only a few things to do, they all tend to end up in just one area, and that's usually not too fun for me because when I do play with a good number of Sims, it's difficult to manage them when they're all like right there, and sometimes I get too controlling of my Sims, and I'm like, no, you go do your homework, don't come in here. But anyway, there is reading for them, there's singing, there's a piano, there are beer brew stations out in the garage area. I do not have that filmed, but we will get to see it in the walkthrough. And I didn't film the landscaping and the stuff that I did in the gardening area. But again, we'll see that. But yes, there's also speakers. There's a full kitchen for them. I think that's it for as far as what I got in entertainment wise for them. But I don't know if you guys have some ideas of things that I should have included, especially when it comes to particular dwarves. Please let me know in the comments. But I really tried. This piano, I love this piano from Growing Together. I love the swatches with all the stickers and stuff, but I believe I end up going with just a plain one because I just thought the stickers were too much for what I was envisioning for the dwarves. I am getting on the dance floor. Oh yeah, dance floor is entertaining too. I know you can do group dancing, and well, I don't have horse ranch, but that howdy hold down line dance, group dance is so funny to me when I see other creators do it. But yeah, the dance floor is good. The guitar, I did have them come down here where I gave Snow a high singing skill, and I believe Happy a high piano skill. Just had them all hang out down here and honestly just dance around. But I think I'm using the same curtains that I use upstairs. Maybe not, but I love those curtains though. Curtains are already hard in the Sims. Like I wish we had more options, especially in base game, but those curtains are solid. So here I decided to do a different wall color on the in like the wall that mark the kitchen and the bathroom, just to add like a little, a little diversity in color around the house. Oh, ooh, you can see me placing pillows here because I squished these book nook sofas together to make a giant sectional just for everyone to be able to sit. And I kind of covered up the arm pieces there with pillows. Unfortunately, they did patch the exploit of people being able to access the event rewards before they were available. But I do have one more build scheduled that does include me using some of the objects before they were available, but I am so sad that they took that away. Oh, you guys can see me adding some greenery to the railing here. I really wish we had more vines that go horizontal like that. I believe those are from, I think they're from Cottage Living. But I really love them. I really wish they didn't have like the little, I think they're grapes. I think they're grapes. I don't use that often, but I really loved it for here. It just like set off this little area quite nicely for me. I had a hard time kind of settling on the seating, but I am happy with what I ended up going with. I will say that I did a little bit. I did something a little bit different with the editing this time. I sped it up one more, and I did a little bit different with how am I trying to say this? I did something a little bit different with the things that I cut out. So, you guys let me know what you think. Is it even noticeable? It's noticeable to me because it's a little bit faster and I feel like I get to share a little bit more of the build when I kind of sped it up a little bit. But I mean, I hope it works. I hope you guys like it. So yes, I settled on I love a bar top. So that was just perfect for that area, and I just put a little bowl and a mug there. And we are back downstairs. I did kind of like bounce back and forth. Like I try to be conscious of it because of the builds I do when I'm recording for YouTube, but I think I just naturally do that. I'm trying to figure out the lighting here. I didn't want it to be too dark because I only have changed the lighting in the game when I'm taking screenshots for Tumblr, but otherwise I want it super bright. I want all the walls up and I want all the lights on. But I understand like that can be kind of harsh, but it's because it gets kind of harsh to me even. But we have some nice lighting here. I decided on one of the base game music pictures. Like somebody in the early development had to really love music because we have so many art pieces like that. But I was just trying to decide what to put on this wall so that it didn't look so plain. I really kind of struggled here. I'm not gonna lie, but doing more of these builds to share on the gallery and stuff has kind of made me be a little bit more open with what I put on the walls, because I think it's just fun to like open up my style and take suggestions from other people. But you guys can see me trying to place these crystals around. I really tried to be kind of varied in the color and the sizing and things when I put them out because I just like how they looked. I hope I didn't do too much, but I really, really enjoyed how they looked. Right now, I do think I'm gonna work on a little seating area. So I do have the shared seating dining table that is right on top of Snow's unit, but I did think it would make sense to have a little bit more seating here for them to, not always have to go there. Like they're not gonna always have a big function for them to be sitting at the the table upstairs. But now I am just trying to figure out how to fill up space down here. I don't know if you guys ever have that problem, but there are so many options and you just don't know what to choose at all. But I do believe I try to keep things, kind of like the furniture and things dark, and just a lot of variety in the different items that I placed, because I really didn't want to use the same things that I used in Snow's apartment. I wanted it to be clear that things were different. Oh, we are in the kitchen. I struggled a bit here in the kitchen too, because it's a little bit smaller than I originally envisioned. Because in my mind, Snow's just like a master chef. She can whip up anything fast for however many people you need. But it still was pretty small in here. But I do think it worked out in the very end. I used the countertops, the oven, and the refrigerator from the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack. That is like one of my favorites. I guess I should say right now, because it honestly does change. Who knows what else they're going to give us and that I'm going to fall in love with too. But I do think I changed the color, but I really love this countertop and the way that I was able to use the space. I ended up putting one of those pantry pieces from the dine out pack, because I thought, oh, it would make sense. Like, a lot of people here live here, so it would make sense to have that much, stuff in the pantry. I don't have that problem at home. We don't have a whole lot of people here, but I think it would be interesting to live with that many people at once. I don't know. But I'm still working on decor. I think I ended up putting just a lot of green pieces. I really love that they gave us the Bloomin' Rooms kit for free, because I use a lot of the greenery from there. I just been having such a good time with that. Oh, I am back in the kitchen. I told y'all I bounced around. I really try to be conscious of it, but it just happens. My brain just is like, oh, I was doing something in there. Let's go back in there. But yes, I use I really like to use the long cabinet pieces. I just think that's a good and realistic storage thing to have in my builds. I did use the wallpaper from Home Chef Hustle too. I love that. I was just like, oh, they gave us something that matches from top to bottom. Hooray! I love these curtains from My Wedding Stories, but they did not end up working out for what I needed in here. I ended up using a base game curtain and sized it up with the tool mod a little bit. I thought thank goodness for the tool mod. I know everyone can't use it, but it's just so helpful when you have something in your mind that you're trying to bring to life, and it just works out perfectly when you can just tweak it just a little bit. I did not use any custom content in this build. I usually don't when I'm sharing builds publicly, just because I don't want to make any mistakes with credit or violate anyone's rules and stuff. So I just play it safe and keep the CC just to myself. I was getting a weird, a glitch with a shadow when I was initially placing that curtain, but I was able to place it in a way that worked out. I believe I sized the curtains up by 1.3, and that worked out pretty well. As you all can see, I'm changing the swatches again. I do think that's the last time I change it, but I was just really enjoying the super light feel in the kitchen. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But once I was able to get my clutter in the kitchen, it just felt like home. It just felt like a nice homey kitchen where meals are made with love. But I see how I changed them again. I was wrong. Green and white. I try not to use too much green. I have to be really conscious of that because green is my favorite color and I will truly make everything green. Green is just that girl. What can I say? But now we are getting in some clutter. I use pans from Dine Out and the Outdoor Retreat Pack. I use the spices from the Home Chef Hustle Kit. I use the plates from the Home Chef Hustle Kit. And I also made sure to get a lot, some green pieces, some plants in here as well. Oh, there's our pantry shelf from the Dine Out pack. I did size it down. That thing is humongous. And I think it would make sense if it were, that size in a restaurant, but I sized it down just a little bit and it worked out perfectly. Like, I think it looked really good sized down to that size. So I know that the Sims don't actually need kitchen storage, but I thought it made a lot of sense to just have all those pieces in there for storage. So I am placing the plates from the what's it called, the Snow Escape expansion pack. I actually had never noticed those plates before, but I honestly don't play in Mount Komorebi too much. But I've done some things, so maybe I'll have to challenge myself and build something out there in that style. Normally when I build, I don't always try to follow the style of the area surrounding it, because I'm like, I can see what the style is, and if I want to play in that style, I'll just use one of the houses. Use one of the houses in the game, but I always try to do something a little bit different, but it is fun to try to mimic it. So I think that may have to be something I do in a future video. As you all can see now, I am getting things into place using the tool mod again, of course, because I need it. I'm getting so much better using that, because I was very confused at first, but it's a lot easier to use, and it really just changes up how I'm able to build. I honestly love using that mod. I do believe we are just about done in the kitchen. I did not record I cut out the bathrooms, so you guys won't see that in the build, but again, in the walkthrough, I don't know. I just keep saying that, so sorry. But yes, we are working on the crystals again. This little area behind the dining table was really kicking my butt, and I do think I ended up even changing it after I was done filming, so it does look a little bit differently, but I do think it worked out. So now I am just wrapping up, honestly, just getting out a little bit, more bits of decor here and there, just to make things look a little bit more lived in. And I contemplated making it, kind of messy, but I feel like Snow would probably not allow that. She would be like, let's get someone in here to clean this up, because I know in the movies, she cleaned up their house, but I think my Snow would not do that much work cleaning, but she would cook a lot because she is a master chef, as I said. So I did change that wallpaper again. I don't know. I think the lighter shade that I chose was just too light, so I did end up changing that, but I think it works out in the end. I really like earthy colors, browns, greens, blacks. I really like using those type of colors, so I think it was perfect. My style for this build kind of worked out for the characters. So we are here in the hallway again. Yes, me using Blooming Rooms items. They are really adorable. That is good. I think that would be a $4.99 well spent, honestly. If you can't get mods, obviously. If you can get mods, there are some creators that have a whole bunch of plants and stuff that are really unique and fun to use in the game. But if not, I think it's a good $4.99 well spent. But I think we are just about done. I am just adding in a TV to go along with the seating area here. I really felt like they needed just a little bit more entertainment up here. Honestly, if if you download this build, there's potential to add a lot more things because I didn't add an art easel. There is gardening, but there is a lot of areas where I could have added a lot more items to use. That would be a lot of fun. But I think we are just about done here. So I think we are ready to take a look with a tour. So let's just do that. So here we are, right outside Snow's door. I just want to go into hers and do her apartment first. So we are right here in her front entryway. Very cute, very nice. And immediately to the left is her bathroom. I really love how the yellows and blues came together. And my little pops of red really worked out really quite well, I think. And we are on to my favorite area in this unit, and it is this little reading nook. I love it. I wish it could be functional, but it is not. So let's move on down the hallway. To the left, we have our bathroom. Somebody has been in here making a mess, but that's okay. That's not my problem. That is Snow's problem. And then at the end of the hall, here we have the back door out to the backyard and the garbage. And in here we have her cute little bedroom. So blues and yellows, I did it up. She has a lot of jewels, a lot of perfume, a lot of clothes. I imagine she has a lot of jewels because they're basically free to her because the guys collect so much. That's their job. But this is her bed. I do think that is a pom-pom that I put on the wall, but I like that. And then this mirror, which I think is from the Crystal Creation Stuff pack. I was thinking this was what is mirror on the wall? I don't know what you call the mirror, but this is what I was thinking that was a nod to. So I like that little feature. And then we have one more thing to look at in Snow's unit, and that is her beautiful private patio area. I love this. I love that when you have the wind chimes, you actually get a little happy buff from hearing the wind chimes. So yes, now let's look at the shared areas. Okay, here we are out front. I started here so that you guys could see the little walkway area getting here. I thought this was very cute. This is a side door into the guys' unit, which we will look in next. Now in this it's a garage. In the garage area we have laundry, and to the left we just have one jewelry making station. I'm not sure which one of the Sims would make jewelry. Maybe Doc. That's a good idea. And I need to paint that roof. There's a skylight. I forgot that I put that there, but I love that. And then in this corner we have two brew making stations. So I imagine that they grow a lot of fruit and vegetables and things out in the back garden that we'll go see in a second. And they make juice and sell it at the markets and such. So let's go and check out the back garden. Okay, we are going into our garden area. I don't want you guys to miss the chicky chicks, but here they are. Oh, let me go back so you guys can see the entryway properly. Just look at that. I thought that was so cute and so clever the way I did the little entryway. I wish there were little vines that I could have hung on the tops of the fencing here. But I didn't want to use what I use inside of the guys' home, which we will see in a few. But this is our back garden. There's a little area for Snow and the gang to keep all of their tools that we need for gardening. And then there's a little chicken coop. I love the chicken coop because the chickens can go all over the unit, all over the lot, and yeah, so that is it. And so we are gonna go check out the guys' unit. So let me switch over to the guys and head in and see what they're doing. I just realized I forgot to do a overview of the entire lot, so let's just do that. This is the front. Very cute, very neat. I believe I did do some landscaping that I really enjoy out here. And yes, this is the front. So let's have a look at the back. The lighting is not as sexy back here, but we get the vision, right? It looks nice, very cute, love it. So let's go on in and see what the guys are doing. Okay, a couple of the guys are hanging out and entertaining. So let's go on in through the front door and check it out. So right here, I have to zoom out a bit. Right here in our entryway, we have some games, little reading, our vine up to the top. Let's see how it looks from down here. Very adorable. I didn't paint the ceilings. I forgot. I'm still getting used to that feature, but moving on. Right here, we do have our piano, our big old couch that I actually really like, and hiding the arms with the pillows, and it still works out very well. I do believe this is Bashful hanging out here. I don't know what he's doing. Was he dancing? Let me see. Nope, he's just standing there. He's just standing. Here we have our little seating area. I do believe this is something that I changed from the speed build, but this is where I landed with these boxes here and two little plants. And I think this is Happy. I think this is Happy here. But down the hallway into the first bathroom in here, I used the same. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Let's pause them because they are loud. But I did use the same countertops from the kitchen, and I went with like a kind of green and yellow. Very simple, very soft in here. And I did use My First Pet stuff. Curtains. I love those curtains. And let's go on into the kitchen. They're in here making a mess as well. I don't like that, but again, not my problem. That's their problem. This is our big old giant pantry and the shelving, and this is our kitchen in all its glory. I'm just such a fan of green. Like, the green just does it. Okay. But yes, very cute, very nice. This is the last room on this floor, so let's just head upstairs and check everything out. So this is right into that lovely hallway. We have a little area for them to hang their mails and such. This bar area. This, I don't know if I've claimed to have a favorite in here, but this might be my favorite spot in this build. And let's have a look down here, since we looked from the top. From the bottom before, and this is exactly what I imagined. Just see, like, if they were down there dancing, somebody's playing the guitar and stuff, and you're just sitting up here hanging out, enjoying the festivities from afar. And let's continue on down this hallway where we do have a bunch of gyms and such. And our second bathroom in here, I kind of went with like just a brown theme this time. Very simple. I did clutter it up a bit because seven Sims in here would have a bunch of stuff. Okay. And this is the shower. And I do think this is just my ultimate bathroom layout here. Anywho, into their, I'm calling it a dorm. That's kind of how it feels. Just a bunch of bunks, just twin beds everywhere. To the left, we do have a little display of more crystals and gems. And their seating area, let's play and see what they're doing. Watching, why would he stand right in front of him? Dopey, that is just plain old rude. Let's pause that again because that TV is quite loud. But here we have the beds, lots of crystals, and I didn't go overboard because I love it, but I really packed in a lot of crystals and metals. Okay, their wardrobe, their shoes. I think I kind of made it kind of realistic as to what they would need to have in their home, but I just love it. So we have one more area to look at, which is probably my top favorite. Okay, if I have many favorites, this is my top favorite. So let's go on over there. So this is my favorite. Okay, the rooftop, the sun, the view, the vibes. Like, this is the best part out here. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this two-part journey. I do have more speed builds coming up, so let me know what you guys think of this video, and let me know if you guys have any other ideas for future videos. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.